There's enough plants out there to feed the whole world.
Yeah, also plants try to kill you, do you know that? Because they don't want to be eaten. They have their own toxins and yes.
Plants try to kill you?
Yeah, you don't know that, do you?
Mate.
I'm an ex-gardener. I know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah.
What plant attacked you?
A lot of plants actually will kill you. Sweet peas will kill you.
What, they just jump out of nowhere with a knife
No,
like
they
you like?
poison you silly Billy.
Right, come and talk to me about it, mate.
Oh, but you was brought up in a different era. How old are you, my friend?
Mate, I haven't even...
I'm 50 years old.
Yeah?
How, you're younger than me, I bet.
Yeah?
And
Well,
you were brought up with choice. We want.
we always got a choice. The animals don't have a
If you're
choice.
a kid and you brought up in the sticks, you just eat what you're given.
But
Until you realise you have choice, which is 15 years down the line, it's done.
yeah, but we can always choose to change, can't we?
Yeah, that's what I'm done now. That's why I say I don't do dairies now, because anyway I've got bad guts anyway. So I don't do dairies, although it's difficult. But I tell you what, every time I try to go vegan, I almost die.
You almost die.
Literally, I get such a protein deficiency seizures, and I'm not kidding you there. I go into proper seizure, like life-threatening stuff.
Veganism gives you seizures.
Because
Being
there's
vegan.
nothing in it.
There's nothing in what?
In veganism, in vegan foods.
There's nothing in vegan food.
Well, it's fake. It's expensive.
It's
right?
fake and expensive.
Yeah.
What about
I
beans,
don't say
lentils,
all of it,
tofu,
I say a lot.
rice,
Yeah, no.
bread?
Hey,
pasta?
you need to know your stuff. Most people aren't educated enough for it.
Are you educated enough for it?
No.
Why?
I'm not going to lie. Because you'd have to spend times reading books. Tons of books, life goes on. You have
If
to
you were a
survive.
victim and I said I wasn't going to educate myself on your oppression and I was just going to be complicit in it, would you accept that as an excuse?
Say that again?
If you were the victim,
I'm not a victim.
no, if you was the
I'm
victim,
not educated enough.
if you was the victim and I was the oppressor and I said I'm just not going to educate myself in how I could liberate you, would you accept
In what
that?
context are you talking about?
If you were an animal that was being exploited, farmed, chopped up into
that's what
tiny
I said to
pieces,
This young lady, I said, non-exploited animal. Like, if I live in the sticks and I need to eat and there's nothing around and I'm gonna die, I'm gonna shoot something and eat it.
that's a survival situation.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
But you put
We
that
were
survival
born-
situation
we,
in a
my
supermarket.
brother, we're born in a survival of life and death situation.
But you don't live there now.
No, that's
You
why
live
I
in-
changed.
you live in
That's-
Brighton.
Yeah, that's why I changed a lot of things. But I'm telling you, the
But
physiology.
why aren't you vegan?
Our physiology, unfortunately, after a certain, especially when you eat like 40s plus, everything shifts. Right?
No.
Yes. It's
Science is
everything.
on our
but
side.
I'm telling you about my experience, right?
Well,
My
that's
experience.
anecdotal. That's your experience. That's
Yeah,
anecdotal.
well, I
That's your
can't speak for
opinion.
other people.
But that's your opinion. But
It's a
you
view.
look at how vegan and why vegan. The reason why you should be vegan is because you're against animal abuse. Or I presume
Yeah,
you're
I know.
against. Are you
know
against
what?
animal
I
abuse?
used to work in a slaughterhouse because I had no choice because I was 16 years old and I was living in the middle of the stick, but there's no employment. And my uncle.
So you're
going to
conditioning-
go there and you're going to do this. I couldn't stomach it. I
So you're
lasted 6
conditioning-
months and I buggered off. But in
Right.
those days, you had no choice.
Right, but you got choice now.
Yeah, I'm not talking about
So
that.
listen, right here and right now, are you against
it's
animal
all within
abuse?
context. Sometimes. Sometimes
You're against animal abuse.
I'm always against animal abuse.
You're always
and
against
people
animal abuse.
But that doesn't stop it happening.
So if you're always against animal abuse, why sometimes do you pay for it?
I pay only what I can kill and would kill myself.
But does that
If
make
I
it
say
right?
you can't kill it, you shouldn't buy it.
But does it make it right?
Does it make it right to die because you haven't got the right diet in your physiology?
That's a how problem. You can get a
That's my
nutritionist, you
problem.
can go see a doctor, you can always work that
Doctors
out.
are useless in this country, man.
You can sort it out. That's a
Even though-
how problem, right? That's not a why problem.
Yeah, but
Why
you know
problem
what?
is because you're against animal abuse.
I'm not going to have an argument with you because I like you. I agree with what you're saying, but you're putting me on a pedestal on a different context.
No, what I'm doing is I'm drawing
My
moral conclusions to see if
physiology
you're consistent.
is unique to me, and I know what works with it. And I know if I go out of line, within 3 days I could be dead on the floor.
The science,
Because
the
of the
science
protein
will prove.
deficiency.
Science proves that whole
Science
foods
hasn't got all the
plant-based.
answers, brother.
Listen to what I've
They're
got to
still
say.
looking for Tourette syndrome when I've got most answers when I haven't got.
So
What about that?
you got the answer to Tourette's,
I know what happened to me. I know what started it.
right?
They don't.
Science will prove that a vegan whole food plant-based diet is the healthiest for all stages of life. But this is irrelevant because this is animal rights. That's a health benefit. Okay? You can work out an alternative nutritional diet
Yeah.
that will support you and sustain you fine.
Yeah.
If you're morally against animal abuse, then your ethics and your actions should be in line.
I think a good healthy, balanced diet is the best in the world.
If you were the victim, would you be saying the same?
I'm not a victim.
Exactly. You're the
Not
oppressor.
anymore, because I'm big enough to look after myself.
But the strong protect the weak, right? Why are you paying for baby animals to be chopped up for your sandwiches?
I don't do that.
You don't. Why are you shooting the animals yourself then?
Before, yeah. Not anymore. Like I said.
So how are you getting you're eating animal products right now? How are you getting them?
Sometimes, because I have to.
So how are you getting them?
How do I have to? I go and fish myself.
You go and fish, you drag them out the ocean yourself, you pull them out by their face. When they're suffocating, you club them over the head.
No, sometimes, yeah. I
And
kill it and I eat it.
And you're justifying that because you like the taste?
No, protein deficiency.
I'm so deficient of protein. I haven't eaten meat for years.
Differently, my brother. I've had no mother. I've not been breastfed. I've had nothing. I got starved as a kid. My physiology is different to you.
Protein comes from plants. You're a human being. Proteins comes from plants.
He's trying to put me on a pedestal because he was brought better than I. He doesn't understand that people
nothing to do with that.
Circumstances.
It's nothing to do with that.
It is.
It's when people put them circumstances.
You're up. You've been well brought up. You were being well fed.
It's when people put them circumstances into a situation and then justify
I would never buy something that's from a mass-produced crap. That's for sure.
But you're still pulling a fish out of the ocean by its face and killing it. One fish. But to that fish,
I'm not a Chinese trawler.
The life is important to anyone who's living it.
Yeah, there's
so
enough
to that
food
fish,
out there to feed everybody.
There's enough plants out there to feed the whole world.
Yeah, also plants try to kill you, do you know that? Because they don't want to be eaten. They have their own toxins and yes.
Plants try to kill you?
Yeah, you don't know that, do you?
Mate.
I'm an ex-gardener. I know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah.
What plant attacked you?
A lot of plants actually will kill you. Sweet peas will kill you.
What, they just jump out of nowhere with a knife
they poison you, you silly Billy. Come on, brother.
Mate.
Sweet peas.
You're using really random justifications for murder.
Do you know what sweet peas is?
I know what sweet
peas is.
Do
you know what deadly nightshades are?
In what, sorry?
Deadly nightshades.
Deadly nightshades, yeah.
Enough of it will kill you, a handful of it.
Well, just don't eat it then.
Plants protect themselves. You need to know what to eat. Therefore, you need education.
I've got Tesco's, I've got supermarkets, I've got carrots.
You're nonsense. I get you, but you're doing it for the purpose of this.
I'm doing it for the purpose of animals.
Yeah, but we know,
I'm fighting for animals because people like you are killing them.
Saying on a fundamental level of it, but at some point you just got to be realistic.
The realism is that everyone living their life is important to them.
I don't go for animal abuse. What I do is not abuse.
It's been attacked by plants.
Are you killing plants?
Are you a plant advocate?
Yeah.
Bro, have a good day, man.
Yeah.